Oh my gosh, we're live. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are having a great night. I am. I overate. I had to eat with my parents. Just got home and wrapped Mrs. All Briar'd up's gifts because she's going to have a birthday. And I ate too much. I was at my folks. I did a wonderful live there. Did a Google Meet this morning. Did a wonderful live at my folks. And then I went inside and I ate too much of a snack. And about an hour and a half later, had way too much food to eat for dinner. And I definitely filled up my recliner belly. So figured I should sit upright, do my live, and then I'll move downstairs at some point. Hope your evening's going great. Hope to be on a little sooner, but I always forget how long the drive takes. So by the time I got home and got all settled in, it was just, that's just how it is. Do you want to tell them how young you're going to be? No? Hey, recovering. How you doing, buddy? Up late with Irish whiskey? That sounds like a really good song. And a really good evening. I'm after a long day of piping and chatting and then eating. I'm ready to relax by piping and chatting and then maybe eating. I don't know. I won't even need to eat tonight. My goodness. Sometimes my meals are behind. I will not have any more room. I did have some early morning pipe today, and my goodness, that was delicious. Hey, modern gentleman, how you doing, buddy? Still smoking jackknife. I would still be smoking this early morning pipe, but I'm trying to make it last a little longer. Did I already have that? No. I think I just saw two things mixed. Oh, nope. Wow. I thought it said Irish flake. And for some reason, I really thought it said jackknife plug because there's sugar bucket. And yeah, that was weird. That was like a super mix-up. Ganjuana. How you doing, buddy? Good luck. Thank you. Here's Crooner I have not had yet. Crooner. December of 2020. How are you doing, man? It's a party up in here already. Oh, Crooner smells good. Oh, we didn't get a lot. We only got, about 6 inches. And it's mostly melted. They clean the roads off, and it's mostly liquid, but it's icy as heck. Early evening is icy already. But about 6. So it wasn't bad. I expected more. But it did get down to almost minus 30 the other night. It was minus 28. And that was when I went to bed. That wasn't like at 1 or 2 in the morning when it gets really cold. So it was plenty cold. And that's not even Celsius. I was Fahrenheit cold. But it's all good. And we're going to celebrate Mabu's birthday. Awesome. I will try to locate the video. I'm very glad we could get you there, buddy. I still couldn't find it. I looked again a little bit later when I got off of the live, and I just haven't gotten a chance to look back again. I will find it. Dang it. I was glad to be moral support, and I was glad that we could be a part of your accomplishment. I can't even light a match on a strike box. Strock box. What the heck is a strock box? Throwing matches. Hi. Crooner's pretty good. It's kind of like danced out vapor. It's like one of my vapor blends, but a lot of Perique because that dry. Oh, but mine aren't that bad. It's good. Very dry, warm, earthy smoke. Wrapping my head around it. Save your pipe bits and your money. I will search that right now. It tried to autofill it with save your pipe bits and save your teeth. You are right above Denzel Washington. Oh, I'm 103.
You can buy them in like packs of, you can buy one or a pack of 2 or 5, and they're $2 or $3 a piece, I think, or something like that. But what I've done as an alternative works really well.
Awesome, buddy. I will watch your video. But I'm glad you told me that because, and man, we will advertise. I'll make a video and I'll put a link to your video. Make it easier for people to find from just going check out Modern Gentleman and having them maybe not find it. I'll do a video, post the link, and they can check you out and subscribe. Yeah, how much snow did you get, Donji? Oh, my pleasure, buddy. We'll make it as easy as we can possibly make it. Come on, Claude. How you doing? It's been a good day. Smoking Crooner for the first time. It's tasty. And my sinuses are really noticing it, but I think it's just because I'm finally pretty much over the cold I had. About the same. Yeah, it may even been just a little less. And it didn't drift much. Is that what I'm getting? I bet that's what I'm getting is deer tongue. Because there's something different I've never had, but it's similar to a couple things I've experienced. So I'm just trying to figure it out. But I do like the taste of this blend. Jeff, brother, how you doing? Do you guys know if Chris found somebody to do his live for him? He was asking if I could do it and then host, like co-host. And then in his time slot, and I couldn't do it. We were eating dinner with my folks, and my wife was done with her parents pretty quickly. But our service was slow at dinner. So by the time I got home and set up, it was right when I started. I was late. Okay. Yeah. I said, I need your help, man. And I said, I'll do what I can. You know, I was able to get Restream working again. When it went from the free version to the paid version, I thought there was a mistake, and I just had to log in and on my phone, and it was fine. But I got it working again. Got all ready to support him. I just couldn't guarantee when I'd be home. I could have been home an hour after his live started, or in this case, a couple hours after his live started. Slightly aromatic. Some say vanilla, but don't get it vanilla at all. Wet, freshly cut brush. Oh, you mean almost like a sage? Yeah, Chris. I can see what people are talking about for the vanilla. It's almost like a pseudo vanilla flavoring kind of tricking you. No, Jeff, you're just Jeff. Okay. Did he do his live? I didn't see it. Like I just couldn't be there, man. I said we can do it later, or we could do it when I did mine earlier. I was like, if you got time, you could jump in and co-host, or we could do mine later with me. We could do it together, and it could be both or count as his. But you know, we're celebrating my dear wife's birthday this weekend because we're home. So my parents took us out. Oh, so we did find a different one? Okay. Well, that's good. He at least could do his live. That's right, Jeff. Yeah, it was something about being locked out, and I was like, man, I'll do my Restream. He could do Restream. He could do the free trial. I should tell him that, actually. Tell him do it next week if it's not working. I could see where you get brush. I could also see where people, because when you're puffing and breathing in your nose, it's almost like the same sensation as when it leads to cocoa, or like vanilla with like long cut perique. That's what I get with this. But I could see where it'd be some type of brush. I see where you get that. It kind of, if that's the deer tongue, it's like this little path. And it like leads you to different flavors you could get, different mimic sensations that kind of go, this could lead to like pine needles and stuff. This could lead to vanilla. It is good. It takes a moment to get used to. It reminds me of like almost Kentucky. Yep, it's right here. C&D Crooner. Yep, that's what I'm trying right now, Jeff. This is from Texas Piper Eddie. He sent me a sample box. We've been kind of ongoing trading. So I sent him some, he sent me something. We've just been kind of going back and forth. But it's good. And occasionally, and I'm going to blame the cold, but occasionally when I breathe in, I get almost like a hint of mint, which I think goes into that brush, but it also kind of tastes like burley. I don't know what's in this. I think it's a burley blend anyway. But it's almost some kind of, is it from the deer? Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, Zippo. Good to see you again, buddy. How are you doing? You get mint too? It's mostly in the smell. Just the slightest like edge of not really spearmint, but like a light spearmint, not quite as strong as peppermint. It's kind of like smoking mint in some like pine needles and sticks. But it's easy to smoke slow and get that flavor. And it's kind of mouth-watering. It leaves a nice taste. It reminds me of some different tobaccos. It kind of has like this jack of all trades sort of thing going on. It's kind of cool. Oh, nice. Feta cheese free. I'll keep that in mind, and maybe I'll pick that up as well. Oh man, yeah, we got ice here. Just barely frosted over, so it's not real slick, but in some spots it's crazy. Walking is more difficult than the driving, but people can walk no matter how icy, and they don't fall as much as they wreck when they drive. Hey, Dan. Thank you. Great to see you back in another live as well. I'm trying Crooner for the first time. Yeah, this is absolutely worth a try. There are not blends like this. Is like a little bit of sensations that are very familiar that you get through all the pipe smoking you do, and just kind of get a little bit here and there, and it's all flavor from the tobacco, so each taste is an appreciative taste. It's awesome. There's this warmth to it that reminds me a little bit of Kentucky, and earthiness of like Kentucky or dark burley. Little light spice of like Perique. Some tangy. Just, I'm not getting as much tanginess. I can kind of tell it's a little bit there. I think maybe if I got it super hot, I could get it more. But it's almost like there's Virginia in there. It's really nice. It is worth the taste. I am sorry I didn't pick it up before because it was in my cart several times as well. It's nice. It's something totally different, but familiar at the same time in like 10 different ways. A lot of depth to it. So I'm pretty pleased because I thought it was just going to taste like cigarettes. Hey, Todd, good to see you, buddy. And the best thing about this is streaming with Restream is just open through a browser, and I can mute it, and I can turn the camera off like a Google Meet. And gentleman caller, yeah, that one I had on a list, I think a year ago, man. Oh man, you're not very late, buddy. 20 minutes. I was trying to start an hour ago, and you know, I was on the road an hour ago, man. We couldn't make it back in time. We drove slower for the for the conditions. We saw a cow standing in a ditch looking at us. That was funny. We drive by and I'm like, is that a shadow? I'm like, oh, is that a cow? It just looks at us. I'm freaking out my wife because she already saw it. Because you know that frame by the windshield? Man, from my angle I couldn't see but part of it. She had already seen it. So I go, oh, and there's a cow. And she's like, she had already seen it, but the way I said it made her go, like, is it getting in the road? What's going on? Smoke the shit out of yours. Oh man. That's right, man. It's a good day for lives. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for Chris's. I always try to make his. But we're not always gone Saturdays. Sometimes it's Fridays or Sundays. Hey, DDT. I wondered where you went, but it's all good, buddy. Mm-hmm. I bet, Zippo. We even have llamas near here. And yeah, about seen it all. Mike said it came up in a different channel or different account. That's why you didn't see it come up. There's a temporary technical issue with YouTube for him. So he was asking if I could do this and he could co-host in his time slot to get by, and I could send him the link and everything. But I was busy at the time, so I couldn't do it. Soonest I could get on was 20 minutes ago, and that's when I got on. My dad's cousin did road work for the county for decades. Yes, and I will make a video tonight after the live. I'll make a video, and I've got a link. I'll put the link to his video and my video. I'll put it underneath and do a shout out video so you guys can find his video easily and subscribe. and show your support. And he's doing a gaw. But he's a nice dude. And he seems very nice in the minute or half a minute I saw in his video while subscribing. So I don't know if it's a temporary channel or if it's one he had. But oh, and that's all right, Mike. I had 2 people in my Google Meet this morning. I had Hillbilly Piper and I had Everett, because my announcement video posted as private, so nobody saw it. So whoever checked their emails or Instagram saw the invite. Oh, I think it was work account, actually. I think that's his other account, because I think I recall him mentioning that in the email. Last I checked. Oh, no problems, Jeff. Like I said, I tried to post it, man. I don't know why it was marked as private. I never even messed with the settings like that. I just made it like I make my normal videos, and it put it private, so you couldn't have seen it, man. So no worries, bud. I don't always check my emails. If I'm not expecting something, I don't check it till the afternoon. Or if it's a rare day, I check it in the morning. Normally when I get up, it's not as good a day as today, and I just get things going by the afternoon and start checking on stuff. Oh, hey, this is why people may get that vanilla, Mike, from deer tongue. It's the leaf of the wild vanilla plant. It's not actually tobacco. It is very hot if overused, and is added in small quantities to blends as a unique aroma. How cool is that? Is the leaf of the wild vanilla plant. So that's what's throwing us off, is we've had the chemical vanillas, and this is trying to go, wait, I'm the real deal. That's awesome. It is good. It's like a minty. I do get that hint of vanilla mostly in the smell. It's really mostly in the smell. It smells very good. It's surprising the heck out of me. And as I smoke it, it just seems more enjoyable. At first, it's almost like when I make a stout vapor with a lot of preek, and I'm like, oh, this is a little burn. Could be my sinuses because of the cold I had, and they're kind of getting back to normal. But after a little bit more smoke, and it's really nice. Yeah, I like your name, man. And I feel like if you changed it to RKIA, then the new people that sub or visit your channel might ask you what that means. You might find yourself explaining it a lot. I think it's a great name, man. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh. It's always what I need. It's awesome. I've successfully recovered, but I don't always remember that. Yeah, I'll have to watch that one too, because I did notice his pop up, but I haven't watched much, to be honest. I try to catch up on some, and you guys know how it is. On a good day you can catch up with 4 or 5, and they're hundreds. And it's a great name because everybody can relate to that name. And if they can't, it's because they haven't reached the recovery stage yet. The first step is admitting they have a problem. Well, good. That's what we pictured. I had a lot of moments that I look back years and go, wow, that's what my dad meant. That's a punch in the face when you know. And then a lot of times I did know better than my dad on some things, and we made a great team. Oh, that's very nice of you, Mike. Thank you, buddy. I went through about 11 or 12 names, and I don't know, that didn't just stood out to me, man. I wrote them all down and just went through it trying to picture an introduction to it, and that was about that. I've enjoyed your name as well, buddy. I always picture him in his movies. Jean-Claude Van Damme. More like Jean-Claude Goddamn. He could whoop some hiney. I thought you were going to be Ohio Sweet Muffins, Jeff. What happened to that, bud? Hi, kitty. Dave. Jeffrey Muffin. My cat really likes deer tongue. Because he only shows up like that when I'm smoking a blend with Latakia. And he showed up. He likes deer tongue. Jean-Claude Vin Diesel. Jean-Claude Vin Diesel. I can't say that. So what's everybody smoking this evening? And I am, at the very end, when it's in the ash, I'm starting to get a little bit of that tang, but it's nice because it's not as strong as some. So that's really cool. And it's so easy on you. It's very kind to your mouth. I didn't retrohale. Retrohale's nice. Little spicy feeling at first. I do get a little bit of that vanilla, but it is spicy. So it's kind of nice. Oh, thank you for that, recovering. I appreciate that, brother. I always look forward to seeing your name pop up when I'm live too, man. But that really does mean a lot. You got it, Jeff. Bent billiard, woo, with Tilbury, nice. Which esotericas have you had, Zippo? Yeah, I know you're. I know you're still smoking jackknife plug. That's true. Even in this huge, this is my inch diameter chamber, man. Even in this, it doesn't get tangy very much. Oh, that's awesome, man. Ooh, sounds good, Dan. It's been a long time since I smoked that. Okay, I couldn't remember that you had Penzance. I knew you had Tilbury, I was pretty sure you did, and then I couldn't remember Dorchester. I didn't remember at all you had Margate, but I was thinking Dorchester, but I could not remember the word. Penzance I haven't tried. I've had Tilbury and Margate and Pembroke. Margate's my favorite of those three, Tilbury, and then Pembroke. That just ghosts your mouth, man, for me. Hearthside and a Country Gentleman. I've not had Hearthside. Oh, okay. I think you mentioned that before. That's awesome, though. I know. I walked in from my live, got something to eat, sat in the chair next to my dad, and he flips the station from a great country show or, Western show to a football game. I'm like, really, Dad? And I'm like, it changed to crap because it was not a good game. And then it did turn out to get better. It was Broncos versus somebody else, and the Broncos actually had a couple of really great plays. Yeah. Did you see did you see that play where the guy shot up the middle and juked left like 10 feet? Oh man, that was cool. That's when the sport comes alive for me. That's when I like it. No matter who's playing, when you actually see the sport in its limelight being played and the refs aren't stopping the players from doing what they love to do, that's sports nirvana. That's when I like sports. Oh, okay. I hadn't heard of that one. There's this really cool documentary about Hearth and Home. What that means, where it came from, the times it was during, and where, like, by hook or by crook came from, stuff like that. That was really cool. So I see Hearth, and I really like that. Deer tongue needs to be, I don't know if there's a blend, but it needs to be in a wintertime blend. So maybe I can make one with Crooner. But at the very end, I'm getting, especially after retrohaling, now at the end with some of that in my sinuses, it's I'm noticing that tang a little more. But again, it's not like a really fruity, aromatic-y tang that you're like, it's too much. Yeah, Mrs. All Briar'd Up is having her birthday next week. So we're celebrating tomorrow. So I won't be online tomorrow. Oh, awesome, DDT. I have a couple of different Virginias, but I'll have to try that with Sutliff Virginia slices and make the rest. Because I do have Izmir finally. That's right, man. 29 again. Will do, Zippo. Thank you, buddy. Nice recovery. Nope. For a little over a week, my wife is 2 years younger than me. Then when she hits her birthday, then we're a year apart. So it's pretty cool. My brother said he's 30-11 now. That's how he's doing his 40s. Nice, Dan. Yeah, that's my brother. 30-11. Your wife is 20. Gosh, for 11 years, she's 2019. That sounds bad. She who must be obeyed. That is a great way to word that. That is brilliant. Man, the aroma from this crooner is awesome. I'll have to ask her what the room smells like when she comes up here. Oh, that's really cool, Zippo. So you guys are still pretty close, less than 2 weeks. Even if it's a different month, that's still pretty close, man. RD, it's been a while. How you doing, brother? Your circle is now orange today. Smells like Bing Crosby's jacket. No wonder he was drawing in the ladies. My 9th, 40th birthday. Oh, I may have done my math wrong. Same month, though. That's cool, dude. I'm not good at quick math. 2 years apart. That's cool. Evan Williams the other night. Nice. Hey, 19. Orange is the new black, man. So I hear. Oh, that's awesome. Man, sometimes I can think of that stuff, but dates just throw me off, man. I'm real good with like percentages, decimals, but as soon as I hit dates, birthdays, I just don't do no good with it. Well, thank you for joining us, Monclaude. I hate to see you leave, Gans, damn it, but it's been a pleasure to share some pipes with you today, brother. Sounds good. You have a good evening, my friend. We can't dance. We got nothing in common. My wife can dance. Good God. I'm so glad. I damn near had to fight people off of her, I will tell you. She can dance. I cannot dance. I can slow dance. I can slow dance and romance and all that good stuff. I don't have the skills. If you guys want a really fun night, what you do is when you or a kid have a birthday, you invite your epileptic friend to the skating rink and have the lights going. That is a fun birthday party, and I look like a skating god. Because people are like, how does he do that and not fall down? It's just me falling down, and my body is like, nope, this ground is hard, don't hit it. Yeah, there were 2 jokes. Thanks a lot for that one, Dan. I almost had to beat people off, and what were they doing on her? I'd have been in jail if there were people on her. I'll tell you that. They'd have died. But it was good, man. When we met, she had like gray complexion. She was feeling down, and we started dating. Her color came back. Like, we were both so much happier with each other than other people. So it was a good deal. Yeah, exactly. So, that's not skating. It's falling with style. The kid in me sees Buzz Lightyear when you say that. Oh, yeah. DDT, my brother helped me put a playlist together, and we had dancing as an option. That was something we were going to do at the end. We just wanted to include with people. And by the time it was all done, our priest was ready to start the next thing. He wanted it to take an hour. And it was a great wedding, though. So we had, a boom box. We had stuff ready to go. Sounds good, buddy. Our pleasure, man. Just let us know if we can help you, and you have a wonderful night. Thanks for being a part of my day today. It's been a pleasure to share a pipe with you. Or 4. Yeah, my parents helped a lot. They helped a lot. But it can be expensive, man. We're thinking 40 people, and we ended up with 88, I think, that we tried having invited. Oh, yeah, better yet. I'll do a VR, and then I'll put his link in. That'd be the way to do it. That would make more sense for me to do that than just, and I'll do a shout out. So it'll work all 3 in one. Oh, a beer does sound good. I need to buy some beer. Geez, recovering over 250. I can't remember if we stopped at 88 or if we had 188. I don't remember a lot of that. Yeah, Dan, very soon. Phil's mailing the pipes out Monday. So possibly next weekend, whenever my brother's schedule is free, we'll have him there with me, and we'll do don't know if we'll do a live or a video. Just depends on what kind of time he has. He works his rear end off, so it'll be good. Yeah, our small church was full too. It was really good. Man, my knees, that song, my hands are sweaty and my knees are weak. I can't eat and I can't sleep. She's turning me every way but loose. By Alan Jackson. Awesome guy. Yeah, that was me. My knees were shaking. She came down the aisle. It's amazing I stayed standing. Sun King Sunlight Cream. That sounds good, man. I want to get some Bud with lime. Or Miller Lite with lime. That's not, or Miller with lime. Miller with lime. That's the one. I like that stuff a lot. Well, that song, yes, but this one was Alan Jackson. He said, and then in that line he said, sounds like love's got a hold on you. No doubt love's got a hold on you. I might be wrong. I listened to all those songs, man. Brewed in Indianapolis. Awesome. That's no good when they're summer ale on sale. You take what you can get, right? Well, that's about as bad as when my brother got married and we had that book everybody signs that you were there and you say don't go to bed angry and blah blah blah. And I put my condolences and I was right on the money. DDT. Thank you, Dan. I'm looking forward to seeing them in person and being able to show them in the camera closer to you, for you guys, and have a light on and stuff. Yeah, the one that turned out to be like tree bark started out as rock coral. And then he changed the rustication a little bit, and I think it looks awesome. But that one's mine. Because I was going to do two of the same part way through the process. I said, well, let's just make them identical. And he really loved the texture of one that I have of Phil's. And I thought, well, I already have that texture. We may as well, if I'm getting one, have it be something different. So, yes, Jeff, when I get it, I'm going to take his out and wrap it because it's a little bit late Christmas gift. I wasn't sure when it would arrive. And heck yeah, man, I told him he's got to be on video with me when he opens it. Yeah, the two with the green stems that Phil refers to as the brother pipes. Those are me and my brother. Thank you. Phil does kick-ass work. My gosh. I said, man, I need some billiards. And I asked my brother, I said, hey, I just got a question. What do you like? Like blue, red, or green? Dark or light colored? And he likes the dark green. And then those nice stems that Phil shows in those videos on Instagram. Three weddings and 2 divorces. I understand, man. Now this is my first wedding and hopefully my only marriage. Hopefully we get to live our whole lives together. But we both came close to not good marriages. So, but I feel for you. Our whole family is on the point where if my one brother happened to say I'm getting a divorce, we'd all be like, all right, let's go to dinner and celebrate. There you go, DDT. Thank you, Jeff. I can't wait, man. I'm loving billiard shapes, and I'm like, the only thing that could get better than a billiard would be one from Phil. It'll be a Philliard. Nice. Yes, RD. Cool, Dan. Uh-oh, man. Mike. She knows where my knives are. Yeah, my wife does. I'm not allowed to use knives very often because of seizures. So she knows where all of them are. Yeah. Man, my brother I left the pipe at Phil's while I went to dinner, and my brother saw it. And he's like, "This is awesome." So I'm like, "Uh-oh." The first pipe he saw was a Phil. I'm like, "He's got to have a Rivara. It's got to be a Rivara that has the stamp. It's going to be a really nice pipe for him. Maybe the only pipe he owns. I don't know. I see him. He really likes classic things, and he likes to keep them for a long time. So if he's got that, he may not end up having very many pipes." She knows. Jeez. I knew what you meant. I was like, "Oh, he censored it. I don't think it was intentional." Yeah, I'd be like, "No, no, no, don't stab me." Then I'd be like, "Okay, stab me, but don't do anything to my pipes. Don't break a pipe or throw any outside. Don't do it." Stabbing you, that's an offense, definitely. But if she broke a pipe, that's like a kick in the crotch. Cranial autocorrect. I think you were just preempting the actual autocorrect, Dan. If she doesn't get you, her mom will. It wouldn't even matter. Like if my wife left, it would matter to me, obviously, but immediately my dad would be like, "Well, you screwed that up." Even if it was her decision or there was something wrong with her, it'd be, "Man, you screwed that up." I'd be like, "Thanks a lot." I'm gonna grab a drink. I will be right back with you guys. Man, I went downstairs, came back up into this room note, and that crooner smells amazing. But I'm gonna turn the camera and the sound off. Get that fireball away from me. And I'm gonna move this downstairs, and then I'll bring it back up. So I'll just be a moment. Haha! Welcome. That was all me. So if there are any misunderstandings, it was my fault. Just had to use magic to change my room. This is better. I needed to sit in my chair. Glenlivet. Ooh, we're talking about scotch. Yeah, I had to move. I'm like, I gotta move and I had to get a Coca-Cola. I had to get a Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. That was an intentional disappearance. Just wanted to be magic. Have that disappear, reappear thing going on. That's okay, Dan. If you're talking bad behind my back, that's better than talking bad to my face. In front of my face. Smash the like. Come on. You know you want to. The like button is not infectious. It's not a tumor. It's not at all. Okay? Come on. But I also do have... What else do I have down here? This is like the treasure room, I swear. Mm-hmm. That's good stuff. Oh, gosh. Yeah. The new Coke BS. I need Coke. I need a Coke now. Get one here. No. We'll get the Coke in the chopper. Come on. Come with me if you want the Coke. I love the apple in this rum. 40 Creek and Alberta Rye. Though we'll never leave dry land. Troubles, I forgot 'em. I buried her in the sand. Yeah, Garth Brooks is awesome. I like pretty much all of his songs. And Alabama, my all-time favorite country music band. A little bit of Kenny Rogers. Man, all that stuff. I grew up, Garth Brooks, all that stuff, man. Loved it. I want the copy. Yes. Well, I was born in the 80s, buddy. George Jones. Yes, Waylon Jennings. That was my next one. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't remember all the names. Alan Jackson. I listened to, gosh, all of his songs. Brooks and Dunn. Brooks and Dunn, guys, in the 90s were awesome. That's right. That's what I tell myself to sleep at night. Then I wait for my mom to tuck me in, and I don't get a bedtime story anymore. And nobody ever shows up, so I just lay there sad till I fall asleep. But then I'm not sad because my lovely wife is next to me, and I'm like, I'm in heaven. I'm good. I can sleep now. Willie Nelson. Man. And Lone Star. Some more good ones. And there was one I was trying to remember, and I don't know where I put my phone. But I probably put it upstairs. But who cares? need to smoke something I haven't smoked in a while. I don't know what to smoke. Hank Williams Jr. Roy Clark. Oh, man. I forgot more than I knew. And then some. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Nope. It's a rock. Ooh, he's cooking up some lasagna and some whoop ass. Oh, I know what I need to smoke. My Nording Freehand. A gift from Mabu for my birthday last year. Yeah. Yeah. Now I need to know what I need to smoke. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, yeah, Patsy Cline. Heck yeah. This can't be a right label. Okay, it's not. Somewhere this got labeled Captain Black Cherry. So I was like, do I actually have that? I don't even remember from 3 years ago. This is November 10th of... No, that was wrong. This is March 2nd of 2020. Peter Stokeby Luxury Navy Flake. Dude, that's funny you said that, Zippo, because I heard that song on the radio today. And yes, I sing to that song. Luxury Navy Flake. My pipe is all about that bass. I used to be a bass too. Oh yeah. I miss it. I was in a quartet. Ooh, Virginia Slices from March 2nd. Didn't even realize I had that. What else do I have back here? These are for the jars in the back. Some Flying Dutchman from May of 2020. The Flying Dutchman. Oh, I forgot about this. Sutliff Black Spice from May of 2020. Oh, that smells like dark roasted coffee. Dang. Not much of that one left. Sutliff Coffee, which did not compare to my Irish cream coffee blend, but it was still good. Oh, this has different samples in it. What jar do we have here? Some Ruins of Isengard. Some Old Toby. Long Bottom Leaf. And Treebeard. These were samples somebody gave me. And I put them in a jar to keep them fresh. I'm going to try some Treebeard. No idea I had this jar here. Out of sight, out of mind. If you would like... Oh, let's see. I'm thinking of breaking out the Elon Reese's private blend or some cocoa mixture, maybe 3-Star Royal. It done did froze. I'm still here. Should all be good. Oh, okay. Hey, Dark Lord, great to see you again, buddy. Sweet Ohio. So I'm going to try Treebeard. Justforhim.com. Uh-huh. That means somebody's wife sent it to me. That smells good. It better be good. I'm going to load this sucker up. Getting sketchy in the YTPC. I'll do a modest half bowl and save the rest. Sweet Ohio muffins. Coming to you fresh from the bakery. Sweet Ohio muffins. Oh, no. I hope not. Wasn't Rivendell them? I think it was them. I'm certain it was them. I hope not, man. Rivendell was awesome. I have a tiny bit left, but it was awesome. That was my favorite one. Man, if I would have known, I would have added a pound of that. My goodness. I got matches. Perfect. Ooh, that's nice. Treebeard is a good one. I don't have proper English, I don't think. Maybe I do. I don't remember. But my favorite proper English is Peter Stokkeby 313 Oriental with Sutliff TS12 Latakia. That is awesome. Oh, good, good. I didn't hear about it, but, they can cancel one thing the next day. One of the most pleasant smokes I've ever had. Treebeard is pretty great, too. Rivendell is still my favorite, but this is very, very nice. This one's very familiar, too. I don't know what this one's supposed to replace. Cancel culture, that's right, DDD. Well, they gotta quit. They gotta quit doing that. Oh, that is awesome, recovering. That is perfect. Treebeard is good. floral note, a little bit bitey. So the Rivendell still, I would recommend that. Nice. I've heard great things about Kingsfoil. Have not had it. And I might have Bag End, and I just don't know if I just hadn't tried that one yet. That seems familiar.
I can't open it. Please?
You want me to open these nuts?
Yeah, I can't open it. I really couldn't.
You loosened it for me.
Must like.
I'm about to open a can of these nuts. Well, I said a can of these nuts. There are cashews in here. Yeah.
I was after the rice crackers in there.
Jeff says hi, Mabu. And
Oh, there is.
Modern Gentleman,
Mm-hmm.
who is a new frequent, who's awesome. And Mon-Claude Gansdam said to say happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. That was nice.
Mm-hmm. I told him it was next week and that we're celebrating tomorrow. That's why I won't be on tomorrow.
Oh, yep.
We're celebrating. Well, we got the weekend home, kind of.
Well, it's somewhat nice. Because I don't think next week is supposed to be very nice.
It's going to be awesome. And they all said you're 29.
I'll go with that.
I said 26. You wouldn't go with that. And then I said 29 for me, and you still wouldn't go with that. And Zippo says, happy birthday, Mabu.
Thank you.
I feel like maybe when we move things around, I'll move the couch over here
Why?
and put this over there. I know it doesn't make sense, but wouldn't it be awfully cozy to sit by me? And you can either be in or like the video only goes to here. And then you could jump in. Because the YTPC misses your presence. And Ohio Pipo.
Okay.
That was a typo. Ohio Piper says happy birthday. And Dan Lopez says happy birthday. And DDT says happy birthday. And he says thank you for letting John come play with us.
Yep.
That's why tomorrow is her day, because she is awesome.
You forgot to buy wine.
Oh,
I still
shoot.
got Stella Rosa. I was gonna go buy a bunch of it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh well.
We don't have wine, but we have rum.
I don't want that. I can't drink like a big glass of that.
You could.
I don't want to.
Well, you could.
I don't know, I might spit it out.
You probably would. For you new guys,
No, be nice.
I am. Had an awesome live with Mabu, and I gave her a look. I swear it wasn't my face. I just gave her a look. And she laughed and spit whiskey at me and on my keyboard. But it was hilarious. And then Dan Lopez made a couple of hilarious videos. And one I'm like, ah! And there's these hearts coming up.
That's funny.
That was hilarious.
Are you crazy?
Nice crunch. You make snacks sound good right now, and I'm stuffed.
Did I just eat that one?
It crunches like that was the one you just ate.
Those ones are really good.
There have been a lot of Russian bots on here. See, here's a Russian bot.
What?
They have bots go through, just
Uh-huh.
computer, almost like cookies kind of thing. And they go wherever, and they want you to click on them, and they're generally links to bad sites.
Yeah. That's fishy.
RD says happy B-Day. RD.
Sorry, I was crunching.
Ruben, you were crunching? You couldn't hear me over the crunching?
It's spicy.
That's how I get some tobaccos. I'm like, whoa, that's different.
Thank you.
There have been a lot, man. I am getting popular. I've had like 7 today now. Actually, 2 in this live, and like 6 or so earlier, so 7 or 8.
You just got this today.
Oh,
And
cool.
Look how big the magazine is.
That's a big A magazine.
You want me to keep these down here for you?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'll eat them too much.
Oh.
Yeah. Stand my, yeah. You do have kind of a point there, Dan. I'm not going to lie. Get to the chopper. These guys, Cigars International, are awesome to order from, and they give you very nice magazines. And they have different tobaccos along with cigars. Chad had a bunch too. It must be the week of the drones. Yeah, you started it all, Jeff. You started getting a bunch that one night. For me, it was a Russian bot like once or twice a week. And then usually trolls. And now the trolls are getting lazy. They bugged off, and everybody's sending all the bots to spy on me because, you know, all this espionage I'm doing from my recliner. They're like, your smoke is clogging up the ozone and you're causing hotter weather even though you're having a colder winter. RD says, take it from an old timer, John. You lucky man. I am. But I'm not as cool as Jeff. Ohio Sweet Muffins.
Was that his name now?
No, he didn't. He was going to change it.
I thought he did.
See, I thought he did too.
Because I thought he joined with a thing with the new name.
Yeah, he just changed it on, like, it'll show up on here.
Oh.
But he didn't change it.
That's okay.
And he could have been like, baked fresh daily. See, it could, there was potential in Ohio Sweet Muffins. Now you're letting people down. Red Dawn 2022 edition. In a world where, let's see, patriots turn to pipe smoking. Stick this in your pipe and smoke it. Mm-hmm. That is a great question, Recovering. Oh, I'm joking, buddy, but you can... Sweet Muffins, boy. You better have it spelled like that. Thank you, Todd. Todd says happy birthday. You change it to whatever you think you should.
Oh, Todd, thank you.
Oh, she came down here just to tell Todd thank you. International mixture in the Meerschaum Dublin. Ah, I love Dublins, man. Meerschaum Dublin. That just sounds like awesome plus awesome. And that equals awesome. Like anybody being like, too much of a good thing is bad. Mm-mm. Too much of a good thing is a good thing. Too much of a lot of things are not a good thing. Too much of a good thing is a good thing. And Todd's sister says to tell you happy birthday too. Thank you and your sister. This tree beard is growing on me. At first it was a little bitey, but it's calming down. It's pretty nice. It's mellowing itself out. I think in a jar with age would be awesome. Zeppo. Sweet Muffins. Boy. 33. Hmm?
was someone just fell going upstairs.
Is that what that was? Not that I heard any. The dump dump dump.
Well, that was Dave too.
That was the fat cat. Oh, you want to make another appearance, Dave? He's like, do I? Well, he got excited.
He's purring.
Oh, come here, buddy. Oh, come here. He's going to be the birthday Dave. This is Latakia Dave. And he loves Latakia.
He just licked his lips.
He just licked his lips.
I think he did.
I don't know. I didn't see, but
Because he was starting to turn the other way.
you like Treebeard too? Kinda. Oh, he changed his name. Ohio Sweet Muffins Piper. Looks good, man. It looks good. I'm not kidding. Hi, buddy. You want some rum? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi. My cat is going to be drunk and falling asleep with a pipe in his mouth. Oh, nice. I bet that's gorgeous too, man. And thank you. He's a rescue kitty. He does this cute thing. This channel's going to go cat for a minute. He was a runt and he was taken too young from his mother. And when we got him from the shelter and got him home, we didn't realize that he still has this tendency even now. Let's see, 2. He's 1 now, isn't he? 2. Yeah. I think he's 2 in February. 3 in February. Yeah, because they had him a little bit before we did. So he'll be 3 in February. Where are you going, Sweet Muffins? Hurry back. Anyway, whenever I sit either in this recliner or a couch and I recline, he'll jump up, lay between my ankles, and purr really loudly as I'm smoking a pipe, whether I've got a show on or not, and he'll start kneading, and he'll start suckling on my blankets. My blankets. He loves my blankets. Or the alternative is one of the blankets I bought Mabu. If it had anything to do with me, he wants to get his cat drool all over it. Yeah, you. But we got back today and opened the upstairs door so he could run up. And I said, "Hey, Dave, how you doing?" And he came running up the stairs going like all the way up the stairs. It was cool. Oh, Dan's cat, DDT's cat, does this cute thing where she cuts him and he bleeds.
Oh.
Mine does that occasionally, but it's very rare. That's about once or twice a month. He'll get the occasional urge to hide under like the laundry basket clothing that's kind of laying out. He'll hide under that, and he's black and hard to see in the hallway. And he'll jump out and like bear hug Mabu's leg and then run away. Times he'll tag her by accident or on purpose if he's feeling really ornery. But he hasn't done that in a long time.
Just did it today.
Oh, he did it today?
Yeah, but he was nice about it.
But he didn't like claw you like those
Yeah,
couple of times.
Just with one nail.
Oh,
And then he
so
let
it was
go
more
of
like
it.
like a quick get, not really a.
Like he meant to, you know how sometimes he does that bear thing where he paws through his leg? He went to do that, I think. But then when I moved, I think I scared him a little.
Oh, so reactively. I
But
gotcha.
it wasn't bad. Though.
Ooh. Get a beer and Fireball. I'll take the beer. We need to buy beer and wine. We've been slacking. course, we just had Christmas and birthdays, and Christmas before that, and birthdays before that. It's been a busy couple months. It's been a busy and somewhat costly couple months. She steps forward, he runs across one way. She takes another step forward, he runs across the other way. Anyway, we got some new wallflower fragrances. So in my corner upstairs, I could smell the deer tongue. And I was asking my wife closer to these stairs if she could smell it and what she thought. And she goes, I don't know. I just smell fragrances. I'm like, damn it. So I couldn't get feedback on it yet. That is an interesting feat, DDT. And I'm sorry that he is no longer with you. I have a dog that was my dog. It was legitimately, he was my dog. That was it. And he passed a few years ago. He had a ruptured disc that stayed for a while and then turned to a stone kind of thing. And then it slipped. And within half a day, he went from doing fine to dragging his legs and no control and dying. And it was very quick. He passed very quick. But it was very sad because it was untimely. And I have his ashes in a tin. I'm still trying to get to the point where I can spread them out. I think this summer will be the right time. Normally, we've had.
What happened in the wintertime?
Yeah, it did happen in the winter, and there'd be no way to bury him at the time because the land was frozen. But there are a couple of things that just really get me nostalgic, or that I just can't quite deal with yet. One is my grandpa. He passed 13 years ago, and my grandma gave me some of his sweaters that he wore all the time, and I've got a few hanging up respectfully, and I can't wear them because I start tearing up. I get overwhelmed, and I won't get rid of them. I'll probably have them until I pass. I was super close with my grandpa, and I just can't do that. And he had a jar with a leather handle thing around it. And every day he'd walk in and he put any of his coins or extra change in that jar for years. So I have that jar hanging out. And those things from him, I just can't deal with. They're going to be with me. They just are. I know they're material items. I'm not a person to really, we have our fun with pipes and things we collect, but I'm not really one to get hung up on items very much. But his I'm hung up on. Oh, man. I sympathize with you. Recovering said he still has stuff from his dad who passed in 2010. He can't even tough it out without tearing up either. I almost lost my dad in high school twice. And yeah, I don't know what I would have done. His stuff would be put in a spot, a nice, respectful place. It would have been hard. I'm not ready. Oh, okay. He said he couldn't touch it without tearing up. Yeah. That's over the line. That's right. Ohio sweet muffins. Paul, how you doing? Ooh, and Zippo has his grandpa's last pipe, fishing poles, tackle box, Zippo lighters, fishing hats, red hoodie, and his and his garage coveralls hanging on a hook in the garage. And he lives in his parents' old house, grandparents' old house. That's awesome though. My grandparents lived in the country for years and had a house in town. And my aunt will get their house in town. But man, if I go to my grandpa's farmhouse, just walking in there, I'm full of nostalgia. I get almost paralyzed if I think about it too much. I mean, I can still be there and function if I'm going to be working and farming, that kind of stuff. Being productive, I can do it, especially with family around. But on my own, I would get overwhelmed over time and just get lost in this tunnel of nostalgia and missing and remembering old times. And recovering as a pocket watch from his grandpa. 1920, he thinks. A chessboard he and his grandma made in 1942. Oh, the pocket watch is his great grandpa's. That's cool. I got my dad one year for Christmas a really, really nice, expensive pocket watch with a tractor in it. High quality, awesome, awesome watch. RD Sweet Cheeks. Oh, I understand. And at least RD, you put it, someone's going to get some use out of it. Zippo. Yeah, I got you. But, at least it's in the family. My grandpa left a tractor in my name, and left it in my dad's name. And then my grandma thought I should have it. So my dad's like, it's kind of ours sort of thing. And he's like, I guess I'll be renting your tractor. Yeah. Good with the goons a few months ago. Yeah, what do you do? And not everybody can have kids or not everybody does have kids, there's all sorts of things. Oh, I got you. So you got that in the family going. That's good. I have one brother with kids and then one without. The one without would have loved to have kids, but he needed to marry somebody more supportive. Nice, Zippo. I need to watch them more. I usually just end up missing their times. Do you know where my phone is, honey? Arms reach from an outlet. The presenter's favorite thing. Best friend. I understand that. I've had friends that are missionaries, and they go when they're teens or 20s, and then they're done when they're in their 40s. Yeah, I end up missing a bunch of his as well. I didn't make all of his anyway, but generally I was around at that time for his previous ones. So I'm typically available Sundays, but lately it's just been, well, the day after Christmas or stuff's just going on. Yep, Sunday. Sunday. In this case, Saturday with Coca-Cola. Man, I was thinking that was the cherry blend I misplaced. I was excited. So I was like, cool, I can make that blend again. I smoked some of this. This is something I need to get more of. Lane HS3 is a great tobacco. It's really good in blending as well. Yeah, my brother's wife, I don't know how much they talked about it. I mean, they were fighting before they got married. They were fighting before they got married. They were fighting when they were getting married. We just didn't know. It was more like they were kind of there and it was convenient, I think. But bots are getting less. That's true, Paul. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I know Paul is a wrench. That sounds terrible. There we go. They are awesome. I just saw you say I'm slightly lagging behind in the stream. You're still quick, man. You're still quick. Paul is an awesome moderator. He moderates for my channel and in other channels, and he's very good at it. And I got DDT, I think, is one. And Dan Lopez is one. It isn't showing me on here. I'm on Restream. It isn't showing me the wrenches. Actually, everybody's name shows up in blue on this part of the chat. On my other side of the chat, everybody's names are in white. On YouTube, it'll show me the wrenches by it. Smoking Fireman. Cody, how you doing, buddy? Sharon, great to see you again. Thanks for joining. That's right. Together, we make... we can fill a toolbox. We're all wrenches, but we'll get the job done. That's what I was going to smoke. I should make something. But I'm a little lazy right now. So I think I'm going to go for a Balkan I really like, and that's Peterson Balkan Mixture. This stuff is really nice. Oh, it's already leaving. Have a good one, RD. Thanks for joining, brother. Yeah, but the difference between quality tool and a regular tool is if you're the right tool for the job at the right time. That sounded good anyway. There's a bunch of tools up in here. Heck yeah, I know it's 2022 already. What happened? I don't know what happened. 3 years of pipe smoking have just made the last 3 years really good. Ooh, honey, I found your jar of aged creme brulee from March of 2020. I just need what's going to be the pipe? Ooh, this is going to be the pipe. It's been a little while. A little while. This is my Rivara Caliente Bash. Woo! There's the camera. Which does not do it justice. And he put this little paw print and brass on there for my puppy Biscuit. See, so it's like a calabash. It's also like a church warden. You said that. I said that in 2000 also. What the heck happened? What does that look like? Recovering. Thank you. There are only 3 of these in existence. And it's Jose Manuel Cavendish's fault. But thank you very much. This is a phenomenal pipe. And the cool thing is the bowl itself had been a block of briar ordered from a guy that Phil ordered it from that forgot to send it out. So the guy sent him some denser, higher quality briar. So the cap is even higher quality briar than the rest of the briar. Which you can there we go. Man, the picture's turning up pretty good. It's got bird's eye all over in different shapes. And it's got cork lining, but he worked his rear end off on this pipe. A Freudian oral fixation. Oh. Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to picture in my mind where I went wrong showing that. But yeah, I don't know either, honey. It's exquisite. That's what she said. Dan. Thank you, Zippo. Thank you, Sharon. I didn't see what you were seeing, but I'll let you think about that. I don't want to think about it. I'm in denial. That is right, Cascadian. How you doing, brother? Here you go. Here you go, Zippo. Yeah, I guess that's true, guys. Just the tip. That's terrible. As terrible as I didn't even think about it. You guys beat me to it. But this pipe smoke's amazing. That's right, smoking the pellet stove. I will have one replacing my fireplace. So this house has had a wood-burning stove forever. And there's something wrong. Chimney's no good. We've done everything we can to it, had people work on top of it. There's nothing we can do, so we're going to remove it and put a pellet stove in the basement. That is right. You know what's bad is Peter Rabbit. Peterson Balkan mixture. Peter Rabbit Balkan mixture. You might be onto something. Well, the wood burning stove got so toasty warm, and it was cranked up one winter. We had to stand with the door open in the doorway because we were too hot. That was a good stove. And we had a bit of a chimney fire, but not a bad one. Not that any of them are good. And we had creosote fall all over, and it was all bad. House full of smoke. Luckily, we've got windows everywhere, in this room especially. And the smoke was coming up the stairs into this room, so we opened the door, opened the 3 windows, had it aired out in no time.
What used to happen when you got new windows?
It happened after we got the new windows.
So they're a lot easier to open.
Yeah. So that was a godsend. Oh yeah. I had to take it was quick. It was a quick emergency. I had to just take my shirt off and tie it around my face as a mask. But we're going to remove that maybe this year. And now that we figured out there's nothing we can do. And have the pellet stove go out the side of the house below the upstairs living room. So it'll actually open up a good 30 square feet or so, 36 square feet of space in the corner of the living room, which would be really helpful. And because if there's anything we could use, it's more room. And pellet stove will do the job. It was, man. Thank you, Cascadian. My heart was racing. You know, I just went straight to work fixing, bucketing stuff out, knocking it loose, but it didn't quite make the famous whoosh sound that it does. But it was an old chimney, and it was not well looked after for years. And we did creosote. We did anti-creosote buildup stuff.
Yeah, but you also
when the chimney fire was happening, I threw the emergency chimney fire brick in there. But I appreciate that. And we had a fire a few years ago out here that got about 25 feet or so from the house. We had fire departments from 2 nearby towns out there for 2 days. Trees were on fire, like the insides of the trees burnt, and you still had the mostly bark, so you couldn't even see the flames at night unless you looked at the right angle. But it was dry. We had a drought for 13 years. Yeah, they're crazy. And that creosote was cutting into leather. I had leather gloves, and it was cutting into leather. That stuff is like, some of it, it's like gooey glass with volcanic glass shards. And then some of it's like cement. Unreal. I took buckets out of there. But it hadn't been taken care of for like 20 years or so. Long before we ever got here. So everything we did to try to prevent the buildup, it was too late. Well, we've been here for around 9 years.
Probably around 9.
And it worked good for 6 or so. Ooh, good choice, Zippo. Yeah, 2 years. I felt bad because I didn't realize that matches had passed until a month after he passed because I was watching his videos. And I wish I would have gotten to talk with him. Good thought, recovering. I'll see if I can do that. Yeah, this month, isn't it? That was, yeah, man, that was too bad. I think he would have been really fun to chat with. I know I've gotten to visit with one of his friends. Jeff was a moderator for him and was in his channel a lot. So that makes me feel good that I'm fortunate enough to have a friend like Jeff. Hey, I will see Zippo. I'll see if, I'm sure Sarge would do something. I'll see if he would maybe want to do a co-host live. Or his own live. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is what I like about the YTPC, the thoughtfulness. It's fantastic. Nice. I got some haunted bookshop that's actually less than that, but I think it's close to 3 years, 2.5, something like that. I would smoke it for him. I'll send a text to Sarge tomorrow and let him know you guys brought it up. The hey, in the live last night, we had you in mind, and a couple guys brought up the idea of doing a live in honor of matches and seeing if you'd like to do a live and then go from there. I would imagine that, Jeff. He really seemed like that kind of guy. I really liked his authenticity. He really seemed like that guy. Friday at 7. I do have one question. Would it be Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern? Because I do want to get the time right. Very true, Cascadian. I like the way you worded that, buddy. I know it was his time slot. That was 7 Eastern, wasn't it? I know it was 7 some, and I just didn't get to be in his lives. I got to watch a couple after the fact. I didn't know about him until it was too late for me to get to really talk to him. He was in Connecticut. Okay, I'll try to go by that time. Because 8 Eastern is actually 6 my time. So if it was okay, if it was 8 Eastern, it'd be 6 p.m. my time. I think that's what it was. Okay. And 7 his time. This is starting to add up for me better. That'd be something special. Hey, sweetheart. Friday the 28th of this month at 6 our time would be when Matches 860 used to do his lives. He died almost 2 years ago. And these guys are wondering if I would do a live to honor him that evening. And since I'm fairly close with Sarge, maybe we could co-host and have Sarge on it and do that stuff. But I'd like to message Sarge like tomorrow or tonight and let him know and see what he thinks early. But I just want to check with you to see if you had any plans, or because it'll be a Friday evening. Okay. She keeps track of everything and looks after me, so I want to make sure everything is all good. Because I don't like to do foot and mouth disease where I try to make a plan and then she reminds me I got something going on. I'm like, oh, whoops. Yeah. Well, and I know they got him on weird schedules and stuff too, but I'll ask him. It never hurts. I think, and maybe he's even the kind of guy that would take take that day off. I don't know.
Or if he's working, he could arrange his break around that time.
Or pop in during his break. I'll message him. I'll put it this way. If Sarge isn't sure he can be there, then I'll do it at the original time. I appreciate that, Jeff. Wow, that's cool, Paul. Yeah, I'll ask him. If Sarge can be there, then I'll go with whatever day Sarge can do. I do have a Savinelli saxophone too. So I would smoke a 673 and a saxophone. Yeah, cardboard cutout. I'll just keep in my mind for the 28th. I'll run it by Sarge. And if he can't be there on the 28th, then maybe.
Well, you guys can talk about and figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure out a day. Hey, Kush Kid, how you doing? Well, this is tobacco. That's not really a strain. Oh, there you go, recovering. Yeah, man. You're certainly welcome to join us and hang out, though, buddy. We're just reminiscing over an old friend that we lost. But it's a pretty nice evening anyway. I'll be right back with you guys. I am going to grab my phone because I'd like to send Sarge a message while it's fresh in my mind. Never know how waking up will be and don't know if I'll remember. And I really don't want to forget it. So I'll be right back with you guys. If I can shimmy around my little table here.
You want me to call it?
Sure. Well, it's on silent, but maybe.
It's not in your pants pocket.
Might be in this box.
If nothing else, you can shut the light off and I'll call your phone and look for the clothes.
Yeah, I think I got it around. Yep, it's right here. I hid it under my blends, guys. I threw it in a box. Yeah, I figured. I figured he was. Oh, nice. Recovering. I'll send him a message real quick here. I'm just messaging him real quick so I can, and I'll make an announcement if if everything's cool. I don't want to overstep or anything like that, but I'll double check with him. All right, so I sent him a nice message. Just let him know you guys thought it'd be a really cool idea to have a tribute live for John, and just to let me know what he thought about it, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I agree with you there, Cascadian. Yeah, he was one of my first couple. I learned there were kind of couple here and there I found, and then I was fortunate to run into Mutton Chop Piper. Watched all of his videos, few of them more than once, and then got over to John and to Sergeant Savinelli and watched some of each of theirs, then watched all of John's, and then watched all of Sarge's, or at least most of them as many as I could, and became quick friends with Sarge, and even got a very nice shout out to me and I'm Just Chris, who at the time was Rambling Dilettante. And it's been great ever since. He goes, "Here's my number, man," and we just been chatting back and forth. And I think it'd be really cool to do a live. If we could, do an announcement early, spread the word, that kind of thing, but I'll wait and talk with him first. Then as soon as I find out, we'll go from there. That's awesome, Zippo. All right, send him another message to clarify as well, to have him be there and be able to share his experiences and our love for John Harden. But I appreciate that, recovering, and Zippo. There's some really good ideas. Oh, so so what I can do, I am not able to post or to have like the Zoom setup. I don't have the setup to do a Zoom where everybody can see live, but I can have a person or maybe two. It works really well if there's one guest, because it's before if I get to 4 people, I got crazy lag. It's just more than the CPU for my laptop can handle. But I can actually have somebody in co-hosting right here. So if we could bring him in, if we could bring Sarge in and have him co-host. So, am I missing something? Otherwise, yeah, nothing's in writing yet, Paul. I'm going to go for the 28th. I just sent the message, just trying to okay it, get Sergeant Savinelli's idea for it all, get his feeling on it, and see if that would work. So I can still have Sarge here hosting and talking just like I am to you guys. So it'd still be really good. I couldn't do the Zoom call, but I could do it on here so you could see us both, hear us both. I'll check, because usually Sarge is very quick. I just sent it to him though, like 10 seconds, 2 minutes ago. So nothing yet, but I'll watch this and let you know. As soon as I hear from him, and I'll tell you what I sent so you guys know. I said, hey brother, as you know, John's anniversary is this month on the 28th. Happens to be on a Friday. A lot of the YTPC members, especially in my live, would love to do a tribute live during that time slot to celebrate him. Let me know what you think and if it's all right with you. And then I said, and I'd like to invite you to co-host that live with me and share your experiences and love for John, if possible. Or even on a following day, if that works for you. Take care, brother. So now it's just the waiting game. And he used to share a pipe with John on Saturdays. So Sarge is usually very fast at getting back. Unless he's busy at that moment, he's very quick. So hopefully we'll hear back from him maybe during this live. And if he is cool with it and confirms it, then I'll know what type of video announcement to make. And we'll give everybody some notice. And yeah, I think it could be really cool. Whether it's on Friday or Saturday or even Sunday, I'll plan it on the schedule on the calendar so we can make it happen. And if he's going to do his own live, then I'll do a different day or whatever. Hey, Kendrick, how you doing, brother? Great to see you. I need to smoke another blend. How you been, buddy? Oh, good. I actually put my mixing bowl right by me today. With my Morgan Bones pipe in it. And I gotta make a blend. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, nothing yet. but I'll keep a close eye. Awesome, man. I hope you enjoy yourself. I know. I went through my other bowl quickly. It wasn't even Haunted Bookshop. It does burn too fast. It makes it hard to appreciate it as much as it could be when it burns that fast. Maybe I'll do some blending tomorrow. I tried Crooner and it was awesome, and I learned that Deer Tongue is vanilla leaf. The more you know. I'm going to smoke a little bit of Billy Bud Blonde. That was a great one. That sounds good. And I'll smoke it in my Morgan Bones pipe, which has darkened up very nicely. Great smoking pipe. The prices are awesome. Can't go wrong. I thought I ziplocked my beard. I've not had Billy Bud, but Billy Bud Blonde is awesome. One of my favorite blends. Absolutely delicious, does not disappoint ever. More like the church is a meeting. Man, that's good stuff. I don't even remember what all's in it. I'm going to cheat and look it up. Oh, it was also called Melville at Sea. Bright Virginia, White Virginia, chopped cigar leaf, and a touch of perique. Ooh, nice find, O'Kendrick. Very nice. Oh, that's a hard place to be, Zippo. I have no answer for you there. That's one of those decisions that you got to make for you. That's one of those decisions that I'm giving myself the double talk. Yeah. I want to say if you got, yeah, save it for your birthday. I just try to put myself in your shoes. Oh, thank you for that reminder, Paul. Actually, I have not been on there for a long time. And it's so easy to remember that I don't remember. I'll save it for me birthday. I picture the little boy on bed knobs and broomsticks. You know, that cute little boy. And he's responsible for hanging on to the knob. And he's like, it's stuck in me pocket. That was a great movie. Angela Lansbury. Hell of a woman. And she played in the movie Mrs. Claus, which was very good. But I bet if you've seen that movie, you can picture that boy's face right down to the teeth. I sure did. That was a great movie. Wasn't that like the best movie ever? And it had the guy that was in the original Mary Poppins that played the dad that was with the bank. Another great old movie. And people go, well, it's expensive now because it's got Disney's name on it. But I'm like, yeah, but it's not the same stuff. They make all these remakes of movies and they suck. They still find some good actors and actresses, but the remakes suck. I don't care. And my wife's cat is speaking up about it. Oh, man. Yeah, I've seen that twice. And I was little. That was one of my... I could not remember the name of that movie. I am so grateful you brought that up, Zippo. That was my favorite movie of all time. Yep, and Sean Connery. And that chick was pining for Sean Connery. And that old man in that, and they had the guy that said, my name's something McGillicuddy. And you could tell he was like a no good dude, and he was wearing plaid or tweed. And he did a damn good job in that movie. Oh, man. Oh, no, that was the same movie, wasn't it? And then there's the movie. Is this the same movie where the old guy's like, it's the Banshee? I don't remember. I remember bits and pieces. But those old Disney movies kick everything's rear end. And don't get me wrong, like I like Marvel. I like the superheroes, but I'm so burnt out on all the superhero movies. And I only caught a glimpse of the Civil War one. Like not the Civil War, the actual Civil War, but the Marvel whatever Avengers Civil War. I saw a 10-minute clip of that. And I was like, this is not worth me watching. The fight was between Wonder Woman and Superman, I think. It was the dumbest fight I've ever seen. Or Captain America. Oh, it was so weird. My culture got appropriated. Yes. And the old Sword in the Stone cartoon. And Robin Hood with the fox. And Little John was the bear. And he had that dude doing the voice. Was like, oh, yeah. Those were cool. And the guy that played Friar Tuck. And the guy that played the Sheriff of Nottingham. Ooh. The Black Cauldron. And the old Snow White. Oh my gosh. Those were my movies. Mm-hmm. Those older movies in the 50s to the early 90s or to the mid 90s. Awesome. I know that Walt Disney Sr. is rolling in his grave over the BS going on now. It's bad when the only good show on Nickelodeon is SpongeBob. And Disney Channel is just whatever. Yeah, Clash of the Titans was good. Yes, yep. I was gonna say I didn't recall that being Disney. And then they had The Ugly Dachshund. That was a cute movie. And Babes in Toyland, do you guys remember that one? And they had the two guys, they had the oversized guy and then the other guy with the funny leg. And he stepped off of a gutter, all weird off the sidewalk, and his one leg stayed short and his other one stayed longer than the other. Oh man. And what was that other cartoon kind of mixed with cartoon and real people? What was that called?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, Who Framed Roger Rabbit was awesome. Anything with the guy that played as the Doc. No, but that is the one I should have thought of too.
Well, because he said, like, you know.
Yeah. No, it was Three Caballeros.
That's on Disney.
And Roger Rabbit. I'm going to have a week where you guys don't see me, and I'm going to come back talking Disney. Thank you, Christopher Lloyd.
Didn't you just say you didn't like Disney?
I don't like modern Disney. I like Disney but it's just like Star Wars, guys. If you take Walt Disney out of Disney, it's not Disney. If you take George Lucas out of Star Wars, it's not Star Wars. Boom. If you take Captain Picard out of Star Trek, it is not as good as Star Trek. Change my mind. And in Dennis the Menace, Christopher Lloyd. What a great day. I'm remembering so much. I'm so happy today. Christopher Lloyd is that creepy. Man, Christopher Lloyd was the bomb diggity. Not agreed. Well, did you know that Solo, a Star Wars movie, had George Lucas help with it? You look at Force Awakens, you tell me which is better, Force Awakens or the old Star Wars trilogies? Tell me you didn't laugh more and care less about the story with Rey than you did with Luke Skywalker. I think they made a good team. I will say that. I did not like some of the things that George Lucas did. I will give you that, because I do recognize there were things he had to do to help. But I did like the old Star Wars. The new trilogy to me is just a kick in the crotch to the old Star Wars. Because they turned Kylo Ren into a whiny millennial. I don't get my way. I'm going to throw a tantrum and yell. And then Rey is just like, hey, I drove this trash speeder. There's the Millennium Falcon, and I know how to fly. Oh. They handed it to her. Yeah, I figured it did, Zippo. I never mean any arguments. I just like to BS a little bit, but yeah. I liked A New Hope because it had its place and its time. And it got people excited for The Empire Strikes Back and for Return of the Jedi. But the best thing, it's like they did the Terminator when out of left field they went, John Connor, you're a white man. You're not allowed to be the hero anymore. Here's this random chick out of left field. What they needed to do was stop the bullshit. Luke triumphed because he went through failures. And he did not give up. He was determined. He went through failure and setback after failure and setback and triumphed in the end. Rey was given everything. She had no training with the Force, but she had the Force. And then Finn could pick up a lightsaber, take a lightsaber blade cutting up the back of his spine, but his leather jacket is made of Durasteel, apparently. But redeemed himself. Yeah, that's the perfect word, Zippo. Man, I'm so appreciative of getting to know you here, man. Because you're right. It's like any movie you look at with Harrison Ford, there's a magic. Those old movies in the 70s, there's a magic. There's something special in those movies. And it's just missing from the new movies. Now, the action in the new movies is fun. But it's like whenever I watch Rey fight, I want to change the channel. She was a good enough actress for the role she did. I'm not saying she wasn't a good actress. She was not given a great role. The role was not reprisable, I guess. But Solo was awesome. And Solo had George Lucas's help, by the way, directing it. Or writing it or something, but it had his help in it. I did like the action in what the other one, I can't think of Oh, it was one I actually didn't mind. What was that? What was that movie? Shoot. One of the newer Star Wars ones. I can't think of what it was called. Yeah, she seemed that way a little bit. And I don't think that's fair to do to actors or actresses. Yes. I think Finn and Rey were good actors. But I think it wasn't worked through enough. But what was that one? Dang it. One of the newer Star Wars ones. I think it was right before Solo. It was pretty good, and they had a lot of good action, especially when there was that fight scene with the train. That was cool. That was really cool. There were a lot of cool things in it. There was a lot of great action in it. If you like new fans of Star Wars that are just finding it out and seeing that the action and the way it plays out are probably going to like it. And Harrison Ford again. You take like Force Awakens, the newer Star Wars with Harrison Ford in it, the ones with him in it are better. And then he's like, kill me, I don't want to be in this Star Wars crap anymore. Even Luke. And what was that thing with Luke drinking blue milk from a landlocked, what are those called? Sea cow, whatever the heck. Rogue One, that was the one. Thank you. Rogue One was good. Rogue One was good. But that hecka thing, man, oh. Luke drinking blue milk, being a miser. What was that junk? It reminds me of the guys that made Mass Effect. The original group that made Mass Effect. Until EA took over completely, and then they made the fourth Mass Effect that was like, what is wrong with this game? Yeah. There are some things of each one I liked. It was just silly. Even Force Awakens, there were things I liked, but man, watch the original trilogy and then go to that new stuff. You're like, this is freaking weird. Yeah. I understand it. It was just like, are we now really getting to that point that they're going to show that in the movie? Oh, me too, man. I love Star Wars. I absolutely love Star Wars. I have forgotten a lot about things in Star Wars, like some details. I forgot a lot, but
It's been a while since you've
it's
watched
been a
it.
while, and my West Nile and epilepsy have taken away a lot of my memory. So you'll remind me of some things, I'm sure, but it's all good. It's all in good fun, and I love Star Wars to death, man. I only criticize from the point of view of a fan. Rogue One was good, and yeah, Solo surprised me. I actually found out what that was the other day. I'm gonna look it up. because now I don't recall, but I did find that out the other day. Well, the other week. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts now because I may have read it in a book. I've gotten some books recently. Oh, now I know we scared people away. Yeah, it was probably Penzance. I might be thinking a different scene, but I'm really pretty sure that was the one. Speak up, guys. We're just BSing. So it's all good. I love Star Wars. I enjoyed Star Trek. I just care deeply about all that stuff. And I like the old stuff. Is everyone gone? It's not giving me a feed on who's in here. If anybody's in here, raise your hand. We may have scared them. They're like, oh gosh, they're going to fight. I'm like, no, I'm not fighting. I'm just arguing for fun. And Lord of the Rings. Yes. Lord of the Rings. Thank you. That was another one I was trying to recall when I said and Star Trek. I was trying to think of the other. And DDT's here. Okay, cool. I'm like, I didn't want to scare anybody away. We're just BSing. All right, we got Sharon is still here. Awesome. Yes. Oh, Kendrick, you're right, though. And Lord of the Rings is a whole nother world I am in love with. And they continue to make good movies. Yeah, the first Hobbit one I saw part of.
Maybe you should watch it.
One day. Well, hold on. I did, because then I watched the whole thing at my dad's that day. Another day we were there. Awesome. And Paul's here. Good. Sorry, guys. Just got into having a little bit of fun. And recovering is here. Oh, Kendrick never left. All right, cool. Oh, nice. Zippo's been reading. I need to read more Tolkien. When I was really getting into it was early in life. I was probably 7 or 8 or something, maybe even 6. And I watched that original cartoon. I think it was just called The Hobbit. And they had drop or break the dishes, crack the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates. That was a cool movie. My dad used to teach special ed, usually with traumatized kids. And he'd rent movies from Video Kingdom or Blockbuster. And he'd rent them for the week. He'd use them in his class. And then he'd bring them home for the remainder of the time, and we'd watch them. And Exactly, DDT. They really aren't bad. They do stay truer to the books than a lot of movies have. Oh, maybe it did, Zippo. It showed me the viewers, and I was like, maybe mine's not right. But I really liked some of the Star Wars books, and I know that in some of the movies they do pull different things out, and just like Boba Fett when they showed him way back when in Return of the Jedi, and he fell in the Sarlacc pit. If you just saw it in the movie, you're like him. That's all he was. He just died. But he actually lives through that. But I haven't read Tolkien's stuff since like middle school. I agree, because that was Peter Jackson is one of my favorite directors, if not my absolute favorite, because he knew what the fans were looking for, and he included the lore of the entire story. He still kept the action. He kept the importance of the story with it. It was good. Okay. I got you. I hadn't read all the Hobbit books. I did wonder some of the characters. I'm like, I don't recall that one or two, but it's been a long time. But the first one I watched part of, and I was like, this is kind of different. But then when I went back and I saw the whole thing again, I think he did as much as any person could just do. I think he did the best anybody could do. I don't think there's anybody out there that we could name that we could say would have done a better job. I think he did as good as humanly possible, to be honest. I don't know his time limit. I don't know the budget limit. I don't know. Movies I know are expensive to make, and I think he did a great job. But when I rewatched it, it made more sense. And then when I watched the other ones, I'm like, okay, it's good. It saved itself. There was just a bit of time I watched that wasn't enough of it to get the whole picture. Probably the kid-friendly deal I could totally see, and yeah, you're probably right, because if you're making a movie, you want to appeal to fans behind the story of the movie, and you want to appeal to moviegoers. And a lot of fans of movies aren't fans of books. They just want an entertaining movie, and then they want to move on. Well put. Isn't it incredible that his books and stories have been around such a long time, and now they're put into movies and stuff? Yeah, that's true. Then he had There and Back Again, A Hobbit's Holiday. And they changed the title in the movie. I can't remember. They changed the title of the book. Can't remember what they changed it to, but either way, he did fantastic work. If you want a really funny scene, there's this in Clerks 2. There is a hilarious scene where there's a Star Trek guy or a Lord of the Rings guy versus a Star Wars fan. That is the funniest argument. And as a fan of both, had me laughing like crazy. Good morning, Mythical History. I hope you're having a very nice start to your day. That's right, Zippo. And there were awesome trees in Babes in Toyland. I never read any of the books, but I do enjoy the movies. That's awesome. But the books were fantastic and the movies were fantastic. They were very good movies. I think for being this far down the road in the future from Tolkien's time, I think it's a pretty great way to honor him. Oh, that's awesome, DDT. Oh yeah, Wizard of Oz. I forgot about that. It's been a while. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, man. I appreciate you being here. It's 1:43 for you, so you're Eastern time. It's 11:43 here for me. That's awesome. You found me live. I appreciate it, buddy. I do this on Tuesday and Saturday nights, usually between 10 and 10:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll start. So you're always welcome to join in, man. And then sometimes I do lives in the daytime. I did earlier today. And you're welcome to check out the channel. I've got playlists with all my videos are organized in there. And there's a pipes and tobacco or pipe and cellar collections and stuff that feature a lot of YTPC members, and there are some impressive dang cellars. I've seen some as big as this room filled with tobacco, and I'm like, I needed to be a tobacco hoarder. Holy cow. Except Fight Club, but number one rule about Fight Club, we don't talk about Fight Club. Yeah, you're certainly welcome to, man. We've been talking movies. Usually we end up talking about food at some point. But you did a little bit. Talking about movies and more movies and books, and it's been good, man. Sharing pipes and blends and all sorts of things. How about handy pandy? I thought I saw somebody say pandy. What's handy pandy? Isn't that? Oh, that's Mother Goose. I have to look. I don't remember. Man, it's been a long time since I knew about anything from Mother Goose, if that's the same thing you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I saw the movie not long ago. Actually, it was on TV with Pierce Brosnan, and I'm like, something's not right here. That's a bit different. A bit different. I think it was that movie. Nice. I've got a Peterson Deluxe System. Been smoking the heck out of this last week. Great smoker. And then I've been smoking this a lot today. This is my Eric Weaver chunky apple. Inch diameter on the chamber. I've been smoking the big pipes today. Oh, I didn't know that, Paul. That's cool. I maybe I saw it at some point when I was a kid, but yeah, that seems to be the right thing. Welcome back, Zippo. That seems to be the right thing for me too, Mythical. It is fun to read a book and then see the differences in a movie, especially when you find a movie. For example, we were talking about with Peter Jackson's directing, and try to spot the similarities and kind of appreciate how he adapted them and understand how or why he did it that way. And you know, and sometimes it's not as much fun because you're going, dang, this is not like this, or why'd they do it like this? I don't understand. But Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. Oh man, that's been a while. I didn't see the movie for that. I did wonder because I've read the book and I wondered how it would be. I just haven't seen the movie. Oh man. Oh, don't bother. I won't. It wasn't on my priority list, but I do try to keep that stuff in mind. So down the road, if I see it on sale or find it on a Netflix or something, then I'll keep it in mind. But yeah, and that's the sad thing, Zippo, because I've got 4 Petersons and they smoke great. No problems with them. But I've heard from people with Savinellis and Petersons where they get 50-50 sometimes, where they get one that's really good, they get another one and it's no good, and they paid $200 or $150. So I'm definitely more in favor now of going, well, if I have the $200 to spend on a Peterson or a Savinelli or some other pipe, then I'm going to talk to Phil Rivara. Yeah. I've had good luck with mine, but those artisan pipes, man, they beat them anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Starship Troopers, the books, and then there was a game that was awesome. Awesome. And then there was a movie, and the Starship Troopers movie, the first one I actually really enjoyed. Then they did a second one, and I'm like, it's okay. And I think it was the third one I saw where like all the bugs were CGI, which they should have been anyway, or most of them should have been. I understand it, but oh, it was lousy acting. Nobody cared. But the first one I enjoyed the first one a lot. Even though it wasn't right on the money with the book, I really did like the first movie. Well, and that's exactly it, Zippo. Why did that should have been $100 pipe if it's one you had to modify to make it enjoyable. They should have sent you money back. Like, keep the pipe. You made your change to it. We owe you for that. Oh, man, Zippo. You have a great night, O'Kendrick. Yeah, I'm going to call it too, guys. I've had a great day. I was able to be up and active early on, which was nice. But I'm going to settle down for bed. Oh, awesome, Mythical. I've got the double deluxe. I'm loaning my brother my Peterson Billiard I won in a drawing. And then I have a Bulldog and another one I can't recall. Maybe I do only have 3. I keep mixing it up. I swear I have 4, but they're all good smokers. And I enjoy every one I've had of them. I really enjoy smoking. And I've had some great Savinellis. Like Peterson, for me, that's just the pipe I like. But I've had great Savinellis. Most of my collection is Savinellis. But I'm getting more. I've got some Eric Weaver and some Phil Rivara and some Professor Walker pipes. They're all good pipes. Eric Weaver made this XL freehand. This is my best smoking freehand. It is fantastic. Phil Rivara makes ridiculously good smoking pipes. He does something special when he makes them, and they all smoke wonderfully. And I've got a Rossi or two Rossis, I think, that smoke awesome for the price as well. But yeah, thank you for jumping in, man. Thank you, Sharon, Zippo, DDT, O'Kendrick, guys, Canadian or Cascadian, everybody. It's been awesome. It's been a really great day, and you guys have made this a very nice way to end the evening. Mythical, you're welcome to join us again. I'll be on Tuesday. I do a Google Meet, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then a live following. So you're welcome to either, if you're interested in the Google Meet, it's not one that gets put online. We usually have between 8 and 20 members, give or take, typically around 12 to 14. But if you're interested, my email address is in my About section. Just let me know. And we got some awesome guys that are regulars here and in the Google Meet. So you're always welcome to jump in. So that's the next time I'm live. So unless I do... Oh, awesome. Yeah, shoot me an email, man. I'll send you the link. It's a blast. It's just like this. It's through the Google Meet thing, but you just follow the link. It's real easy. As long as if you're using your phone, you just have to have Google Meet or whatever app on your phone. But it's a great time, man. We talk about everything, and nobody. I mean, if you end up viewing a little bit earlier than now, Zippo and I were going back and forth with Star Wars and other movies, and it was just fun. But it's a positive channel. Everybody's just happy for everybody. There's no politics or BS, and nobody's doing, well, you're a jerk because you like this or that. That just doesn't have a place here. But we'd love to have you. You're more than welcome. So I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for your time and spending your evening with me. And I'll see everybody on Tuesday. So thank you. God bless you. Be safe. Take good care. And we'll meet up and talk more about lots more pipes and maybe some new blends. Who knows? But you guys be good and be safe. Thank you for being here.